Hey mate, welcome to OldMate Adventures.
Hi, I'm Kel.
And I'm Jed. We're into our 4th year of semi-retirement, trekking, camping and hunting our way around Australia.
Follow along as we live life on our own terms, exploring the great outdoors and sharing our adventures.
The boss rang me up and asked me if I could chuck some lick out on a couple of the points on one of the paddocks, one of the bigger paddocks we've got here. And they're about 600 kilos each. So I've got 2 on the trailer and then 1 just on the ute. And I've got a couple of points where I've got to obviously put them. And what I'm going to try and do is just scull drag them off with a tie down strap or a snatch strap or something like that. Sort of attach it to a tree, attach it to the loops of that and just drive off and see what happens. That's how they get them off out here in the middle of nowhere. Obviously you can't lift or push 600 kilos off the ute. That's how we're going to do it. But I've got to the first spot and there's some wet season lick where that cow is chewing on it right there. So I'm not going to put it near that one. I'm going to probably drive over to a tree over the other side over here and see if there's a bit of a clearing and chuck it on that one. See how we go. Yeah, the other night a truck came in at night time and had about 40 bags of this lick to be delivered, so unloaded that. And today I'll do these 3. It's a bit of a drive out here. Well, it's not too far, but it's maybe 30 kilometres, 25, 30 kilometres. And we're on the boundary of the cattle station. So I'll do this big loop on this paddock, drop these 3 off, and then tomorrow I've got to come back out to this paddock and go a different direction and drop 1 off, and then drop 2 off at a water hole back on the other side, or not really the other side, but a fair way on the opposite direction of the station, which seems usually to hold a few pigs. This country up here is a little bit higher than the rest of the place and I haven't really seen many pigs up here last year. But anyway, never know, you get lucky every now and then. Cool, I'll drop this off somehow, we'll work it out and then I'll probably know a better system to do for the next 2. See how we go. Anyway, I've got a Zoleo here, which is the same thing as we used last year, which is this little beacon. It's just doing an update. So hopefully that's all good. But yeah, I think it's subscription based, but the owners have them. So when we're out here, you have an app on your phone, a Zoleo app, and you can text message to phones or whatever that also have the Zoleo app as long as they're in range. And so I can message Kelly and she can message me back just in case you get into trouble, because we've got a repeater station on the station, like for 2-way UHF, but because we're on the corner of the station, it's just out of reach of the repeater out here. So Zoleo works for that sort of thing. It takes about 8 minutes to do, like sometimes to send a text message. So to do like a loop sort of thing with a satellite and come back again and all that sort of shit. I think that's what the go is. Anyway, it's doing its update. Hopefully that's all good. We only have it as a backup just in case. Because there's only just Kelly and I out here as well, that's why Kel's not with me. It's just in case something happens to the ute or whatever out here. We're not 30 k's from the homestead and there's no one for 1 million+ acres to come and rescue us. And there's no one at the station so to call for help or anything like that. So it's just as a bit of a security backup. I'd love to have Kel with me and give me a hand, and she'd like to be out here. But as a safety side of things, it's not really it's not really worth the risk, because yeah, we've got a bit of a plan just in case the Zolio fails, the UHF fails, I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. She's got a map, knows where I'm going to be, and she can come find me with the D-Max. Backup plan on backup plan. Anyway, cool, that's done this app. We'll be right. Hey, big mamas. That there is a brand new calf, brand newy. You're all right, buddy. Stay there, mama. Stay there. What can go wrong? There we go. The only problem is I've dumped it here where I've got to get the trailer. What a fuckhead. Anyway, I'll work it out. Alright, that's the hardest one done. So I've hooked all the trailer back up now, and now I've got to head down this boundary to another spot and then do sort of like a big loop, drop another one off, and we're going to do 3 tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to bust a move. Oh, the little calf's up. Yeah, what a champion. He'd probably be less than a day old. He's not wet. He's got all the goo all still over him, but he's up and about. Happy days. That's what it's all about out here. Okay, little fella. Yeah, and other things you just got to take note of driving through these places. There's a bit of water here, and it's a weird one because there shouldn't be any water here, because this bit here is pretty high, but because there's a bit of a road down this way and there's water troughs that come off this section from a solar pump. So yeah, I just take note of it on my phone, take a photo, and I've got a GPS tracker on my phone which shows me where I am on a map. So I take a screenshot of that and I'll let the owners know, because what I'm predicting is the pipeline goes underneath here and along here, and there's obviously a small leak from it somewhere. It's not running off down anywhere extreme, but there must be a bit of a leak somewhere in the pipe here. So anyway, I took a bit of documentation of it and let them know. Just like little things like that you just got to be aware of and have a visual, because when there's water out here in the middle of nowhere and everything's got to be pumped here from water troughs, and there's no water holes anywhere close to this country up here, yeah, there's obviously something wrong. Cool, I'll keep going. Hey, wait. Oh well, yeah, you just got to cut the top off and cut the loops so no little calves get their heads stuck through there. And these lovely ladies. You're keen as, aren't you? Yeah, nice. There's a few more coming through the scrub. Yummy leek. Yum yum. Yeah, get into it. Hey, big bully. Alright, bag number 3. Let's see how we go. Marvelous. Textbook. Yeah, well, that's it. All done. Bloody lovely. It took less than I thought, actually. I thought it was going to be a bit of a long stint out here. Because, where are you all going? Yeah, because it's this hasn't been travelled since the wet season, so I didn't know if it was going to be a bit how you go on the track. But it was pretty good. It wasn't too bad, which is awesome. Yeah, Kel packed me a couple of choc chip cookies, so I'm going to munch on them, and I've got a bit of cup of tea left, and the aircon is lovely in this ute. It's a bit of a banged up ute, but the aircon works premium, which is cool because it's fucking hot today. Anyway, I'll putt back. I'll head down along the boundary and we'll get back before dark. Easy. And then tomorrow we'll do it all again. Cookie. These things are great. I'm not too sure of the recipe. Kel can share that one. But they're kind of like an Anzac biscuit, but with choc chips in them. Very nice. Oh, that's the Zolio going off. Yeah, I just sent Kel a text message to say I was on my way back. Yummy. Very good. Cheers. Smoked him. It's just there. He was through the grass. He must have been in this water hole. Oh, it's piglets. Heaps of piglets. Well, I didn't bring the shotgun, so can't really sort out the piglets. Well, it is done. Big mama. Yeah, the piglets all got away. I tried to take a bit of a pot shot with them with the big gun off the shoulder, but they got away. I didn't bring the shotgun with me to sort them out, and I got to get going this morning and get this lick sorted, so one is better than none. Yeah, sweet. It was it's probably only 100 metre shot or something, so it's not too far, but it was through the bushes, so I seem to have got it in the lung, heart lung sort of area, but the 6.5 drops them pretty quick. We just passed a water hole just there, which last year I'd regularly check a bore just down here, a water bore, and I would check this water hole thinking there would have to be pigs come and visit this water hole. Never ever seen one all last year. Anyway, first time past it this year. You get lucky every now and then, and she was just sitting under the tree over there, and I rocked up pretty loud and bouncy with this trailer and bumping over a few rocks and bits and pieces, and it didn't really seem to faze it. It just sort of stood there under the tree. Cool. Anyway, I'll keep cracking. Got him. Another one. I think I got a big one, or one of the big ones, and the other one came back for another look. There was I got 3, I reckon. Pretty sure. See one, and there's 2 up there. Yeah, that's the first time I've actually shot pigs on this dam as well, which is random. This is pretty high country up here, but yeah, it was a good family of them up here, and I picked out the biggest of the bunch, and there was probably 10 of them, and the rest got away. And that was probably my best distance kill shot for a pig. It's probably around, I wouldn't say 200 meters, but it would be getting close. I haven't got a range finder, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll find this first one. He was only about 100 meters away. Oh yeah, got the big dog. There's Big Mama. And the other ones are up here somewhere. Oh, that was good. I've never had any success on this dam, and today was the day. 5 shots, one just there, one there, one just underneath that tree, and one just underneath that tree. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, I'll leave these things to get eaten up by the birds. The whistling kites and eagles will love me. Yeah, we've still got a bit of a trek to get to the other dam where I'll be putting this lick out this morning. It's a bit of a distance away, and yeah, it'll be full send at the end to get through the last bit of sand, and hopefully this lick trailer isn't too heavy. But yeah, we'll keep chipping along. Yeah, the track here obviously has not been driven on for some time. This is about as good as it gets. Sometimes though, you just got to follow your nose, and hopefully you're going in the right direction. But yeah, it's not too bad. I've got a GPS map and a location tracker thing that kind of shows me where I am and points me in the right direction-ish. Anyway, there's a real sandy part coming up here, so I've got it in 4-wheel drive. Haven't let the tyres down yet, but that might have to happen. We'll see how we go. Yep, that's the road, I think. I'm virtually just following a cattle tracks at the moment, but I'm pretty sure this used to be the road. How I know is there's a little bit less grass here than there.
this is where you go. Now, where does the road go? I'm pretty sure it goes this way. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a clearing. How crazy is this for a random rock? This is just in the middle of nowhere. I'm on my way to the water hole. Almost looks like a natural made spa bath. When you first look at it, you think it's man-made, but it's not. Crazy. How good would that be to relocate it to your backyard spa bath? Oh my god. Amazing. Anyway, I love me random rocks, and that's a good one. Here's the water hole just up here. I'll park here and go have a wander. See if there's any pigs about. Go have a look. The wind's coming from that way, so we should be right. No pigs. I'll just have a look over that ridge. Never know. Yeah, bugger. A few red tails. Oh, that's a white tail. Yeah, so this water hole here is man-made, and they've just got this little solar water pump set up here on a bore, and it just feeds with this 2-inch pipe into this water hole, and then just overflows out the back there. So yeah, it has water pretty much all the time topping into it, as long as it's sunny. Yeah, seems to work a trick. It's pretty cool. It's fairly remote, so it's got a camera hooked up to a farm bot system. So you pay a subscription, the farmer does, gets an app on their phone, and they can log in and take a picture. It's not recording video all the time, but if you want it to take a picture, it'll take your picture and send it to you. That way the farmer can just sort of check if there's water, if there's stock there, if there's any issues or whatever like that. It's pretty handy. We've got the farm bots on a lot of the water tanks to give you the water tank level, and on a lot of the water tanks, because they're positioned in various locations around the station, you can also attach a rain gauge to them, so it gives you an indication on how much rain. Because the station's so big, the rain can vary from one end to the other quite dramatically, because you might have like 100 kilometres difference between one end of the station to the other end of the station. So yeah, it's a pretty handy little gadget. All right, I'll unload this lick and get going, get back. Oh, the cows are into their morning cocaine dose. Pretty good. Yeah, they love it. Well, I'll message Kelly through the Zolio to tell her I'm on my way back. So she'll be wondering where I am and shooting pigs and opening gates. But yeah, it's been a slow trek out here. No one's been out here since probably the start of the wet last year. So yeah, it was steady, but cool. Yeah, anyway, I'll try and do a Yui somewhere around here and get back to base. Oh, a couple of cows having a biff. Get them. Oh, they stopped. There's number 2. I got 4 then. 4 out of 5. Oh, hang on. Maybe I got 5. Oh, that's why that one's a bit gory. Alright, back to work. I'm running out of ammo this morning. I've only got 5 left. It's like a battleground up here.